So I know that Mercury is retrograde, and all the stuff about the Epstein files is pretty juicy and pretty interesting, but I wanted to point out something around Jupiter retrograde that's happening. There's this account on TikTok, and she's been calling these churches, I think in her area, and asking them, like, hey, I'm a mom, I'm struggling, I need baby formula for my baby. Could you help me out? Could you spare anything? And all of these churches, all these Christian churches, like evangelical Baptist churches, said no. Like, oh, like we have something only for our members. Like, oh, we just can't do that right now. We don't have time. And the first church to answer the call and to say yes was an Islamic center. And their response was, absolutely. Like, where do you live? Are you close? What kind of formula do you need? And this is all happening in her account blowing up right as Jupiter is stationing retrograde. Jupiter represents expansion, yes, but it also represents like the ministry, religion, it represents like the churches. And not only that, it's retrograde in Cancer. Cancer representing like the common people, women, children, that kind of thing. And I think it's interesting because when a planet stations retrograde, there's like this emphasis of these topics surrounding that planet that just kind of makes our ears perk up and we kind of notice when things like that happen. So the story blowing up is fascinating because, you know, like a church's basic function beyond like as a community place of worship is to help people. That's why we don't tax them. And over the last couple of decades, we've just seen like the emergence of like these like mega churches and, you know, these pastors like making all this money and not actually paying any taxes with it and really helping. How are they helping people? So that's, I think, one of the questions of this Jupiter in Cancer retrograde is like, wow, let's look at churches. And by the way, Jupiter is retrograde until March 11th. So I just wonder if we're going to keep asking, like, how are the people being helped? Like, how are like people's basic needs being met, even beyond like the topics of churches? But I also think, should we tax churches? Are you helping? Is also going to be a big topic during this time as well. So keep an eye out for that. And also let me know if you've seen that account because I think that story was pretty fascinating.